1, 2, 1, 2. Pretty sure you can hear me. Just got to wait for... Yeah, you can hear me. And I don't know if you noticed, but we've got something new to share. Ta-da! Put this up. Ta-da! Ganjikidd. I'm here. Hi, you're with Scott, Ganjikidd. This is my stream. This is also battery exhausted my channel, if I edit this for that. It's midnight. It's always midnight. This is your right ear and your left ear, because I'm still using this little mono mic. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. What do you think? Huh? What do you think? It's green, isn't it? It's green. And my face is black and white. And my hands are black and white. Eh? This is a look that I've decided to go for. I like green. It's one of my favourite colours. I'm Ganjikidd. So this is a look that I've decided to go for. It's camera effects, in a way. I really do have a green light. But if I turn this camera thing off, you'll see, oh, there's my face. You like that? That's the normal colour of the room. I really do have a green light up there, casting green. If I turn this off, oh, ain't that nice? Or spooky, depending on where you feel. I turn that back on. Here I am, regular colour. That's my face. And one of the options on my camera is to selectively view colour. So I'm going to view selectively just the green. And there we go. That's our look. We won't always just be green. My face might come back to colour, my hands and other things. Won't always just be green. But this is, for now, this is my look. This is the way I feel. This is what I like. So this is what we've gone for. We're in. Let's pop out the chat. I've got a chat. Thank you. You like my chat, you see? I make good choices. Look at that. It's a space octopus. It's like they have this concept of space whales. People talk about like the idea of a whale that might, like a galactic whale that might float through the space. But this is an octopus universe. So I'll get chat up on the screen in a minute. At the moment, we're taking in the room, the whole room. That's what we're doing, taking the. And you might be able to see some of this rubbish. It's not rubbish, not all of it. That over there, that's a dummy head for recording ASMR that I made myself. So we got one of those. That's there in the room. It's here in the room. So if I want, later on, I can start setting that up properly. And I've got some ideas in the old noggin that I want to present on the old ASMR channel. I feel like shaking the ASMR foundations again. So rocking out the ASMR community with some ideas that will just blow their minds, as long as I can get them made and as long as no one else has had them, because I haven't looked at everyone's work, have I? I don't know all the ideas that are out there, but let's just say that. That's enough, isn't it? That I've got the ideas and I've got that there in the room and I've done that. That's a step forward. And then there's some paintings over there. They used to be on there. You can see them now, can't you? There. They used to be on the walls, but my sister said that she didn't think they were very effective because you couldn't see what they were. They're Gustav Klimt, but yeah, the world of Gustav Klimt has been removed, and now we've just got vacant space on the wall. I still haven't moved the camera angle round much, but we can do that at some point. You know, we can do that. But we've got this vacant space on the wall, so I'm going to start the stream with the plea, which may also end up on the YouTube video cut of this, which is, can you do something with the old wall? Send me some pictures or art, or I'll get a bookshelf, we'll put stuff on it. If you want to send things in, if you want to email them to me, you can email truebinaural@outlook.com. and we can stick some of your stuff up. Maybe. I'm not, no promises on that, no promises, you know. If you send me like some dirty old dish rag, I'm not just going to slam it up on the wall and be like, yay. And I do have an art project myself that I'm in the process of producing. It's several like E03 pieces. So, but I don't think they're that effective in this context, just behind me. So we'll see. I might put them up and we might discuss them one day. But the space is there. That's the main thing, isn't it? The space is there. The radiator we're not so impressed with. The space. So, and we've also got this space in the room as well, like I said. So we'll be getting a dog cam, so the dog can have his little bed and you can see the little doggy on a cam. We'll be getting one of them. New World, the Amazon MMO. New World has been put back. I shouldn't have just gobbled into my tea then. Can't be wiping your tea off your face on camera like this, can you? It's not very genteel. Yeah, so New World's been pushed back, so we've got till August now to get to the target of gaming PC and regular routine streaming, and we might enter the New World in August. But yeah, so that's what we're pushing towards. Improving this, we've taken a massive step forward, haven't we, Team Pukos? We've taken a huge step forward. We're green. All the streamers have got their lights. They've all got those funny, they like their lights, don't they? Well, now we're green, yeah? As Ganji should be. And I've also got one more surprise on that, on that tip. And this is a good one. What do you think of me cap? Do you like this? It's the only other green item of clothing that I have upstairs, so I thought I'd just grab it out. I bought it from a charity shop a while ago because it's got a thistle on it, like that. It's a little golfing sort of... I used to do hairdressing and photographic shoots and things, and I just thought it was a little styled, little stylish little... I'm not going to wear it, but I've got it upstairs, so it does this, doesn't it, look? Choo-choo, Captain Choo-choo. Tickets, please, choo-choo. Or it looks a bit like a Luigi cap, so you could put like G for Ganji on there, couldn't you? You could put that, and I could be wearing that, and that could be my look, couldn't it? And then I'd be a really distinctive streamer with a distinctive look. It'd be like a an image or a brand, branding. I could brand myself with this cap, and then from here on out, I'd always have to wear this cap if I wanted people to know who I was and what the content was about. So what do you think of the cap? Have we got any? No one's into the cap. I'll take the cap off. We'll leave that. We'll leave that. We'll get on with... I'm being self-indulgent now. I like the green light, and I like the black and white face, and I'm looking at myself on the telly, basically. Just being self-indulgent. So I'm glad I've shown you this. Let's get on with what was... And now I'm using my brain to try and work out how to turn on these things. Let's get on with the stream, which is going to be me playing the Nintendo. The Nintendo. Let's turn on the Nintendo. There you are. Turn on the Nintendo. Turn on the old Nintendo. Get your Nintendo turned on, lads. And lasses. We're not sexist here. We don't automatically just use masculine group pronouns. There's me. Can you hear that? Can you? It's quiet, innit? It's quiet for you. Turn that up for you. EarthBound. There we go. Right, we're in. Now listen. People ain't always... If anyone tunes into stream, they won't know whether I speak like this normal or whether this is just for now, will they? So I'll keep it up. But if we suddenly get to 700,000 views and I have to maintain this for the rest of my streaming career, you'll be here first to know why and how it happened. Now listen. We've been playing EarthBound now, it's a 30-hour game, and the more I go on and gossip and ramble, actually let me just move this around. Because I thought this the other day, I thought, look, we can put chat up there, we can have chat up there like that, and then I can move this. Oh, I don't move this actually, I'll tell you what I do, I move this one. We'll move it. There we are, like that. Right, I can't keep talking like that, I've got to stop. Yeah, so look, here we are. We're on stream, we're green. We've got the space. It's green, got my face. Right, we're in. And we're playing, something blew my mind since the last episode in this. Which was that Ness. I didn't realise it, but of course Ness, he's in Smash. Isn't he? Ness is in Smash. Of course I know Ness. Anyway, look. I'm not Ness though, I'm Ganji, that's what threw me. So we got the stream. I'm just going to check in the old headphones. Yeah, you can hear that. It's a bit scratchy, isn't it? A bit scratchy. I wonder why it's scratchy. Well, that fixed that. No, it didn't. It's the HDMI connection, I'm pretty sure. Feels like it's that. Because when I'm wiggling it, it is slightly changing, but not enough. I mean, what do we do? I don't think I can fix that. I think we just put up with it and just see if it goes away. Right, and if it becomes awful, then, you know, you let me know, and I have to change the long-term plans for the stream. Is that just in my headphone? I've got a lot of wires here now. It like goes away when I wiggle things and it won't stop. Being gone away. I'm pretty sure it's electromagnetic interference. Electromagnetic. I'm pretty sure it is. It's pretty bad, isn't it? Stopped. It started. What do you reckon? If I keep talking, do you reckon we don't notice it? Yeah, I think we just crack on, because like, I can't beat my head against another brick wall today. I'm feeling positive. I'm not going to let a funny little noise put me off. Right, let's check the window. No problem here. Exactly, there's no problem here. But there is a problem, is that last time we played, I got beaten up by some hoodlum in town, and I didn't like the experience. And I've been thinking about it. I'm too weak in this game. I'm far too weak. It's early stages. I need to beef up. And to do so, I'm going to have to take on some of these wild animals in a non-vegan way. And that's the plan, basically. That's the plan, is we're going to go out today and we're going to start to smash this. Because like I say, if you leave it to me, and I just... Oh, now I've got these lines on the screen. Right, there you go. If you leave it to me, then I get nothing done. We wander off and we chat and we just like... We get distracted and we end up, you know... See how I've done it there? I've gone upstairs by mistake. This is something else I wanted to do. I wanted to gather images of those... You see above Ness, my character... Where's my finger point? That way. How'd you make your finger point that way? There it is. There it is. Right, there's a painting up there, and I wanted to gather all those paintings through this playthrough and make a sequence of them so we could look at the art. So there's one. Noted. But today, it's all about getting buff. Because we got bashed last time. What's happening? Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready? Say, fuzzy pickles. We used to have a photographer at my... well, this, you know, should I just let people take photographs of me as I'm leaving the house? We used to have a photographer at our school that used to say, "Who's a silly sausage?" I mean, now I'm thinking of it, I was so young at the time, you know, I was like a toddler, or, you know, I'm talking about young school, and he's probably long gone now, isn't he? He was old at the time, but Yeah. He used to say, "Who's a silly sausage then?" And you'd line up for your photograph, and he'd say, "Don't smile, don't smile. You're not gonna smile, are you? You know, I can get you make you smile." And I'd line up. We'd all line up. And he'd say, "I'm not gonna smile at this. The silly sausage is not gonna make me laugh. It's not." Like, you know, it's all right for those younger kids getting there. You look at them laughing at the silly sausage gag. I can hear him repeating the silly sausage gag, and I ain't gonna laugh. And then when it gets to your turn, you sit down and he goes, "Who's a silly sausage?" And you go, "Ha!" And then he takes the photo, and you're like, "No! Oh my god, he got me! He got me!" That always happened. What a great photograph! It would always bring back the fondest of memories. Well, we just had a fond memory then, didn't we, of lining up to have our photograph taken at school. I also remember that day, the school photograph day, was the day that you had to go into school with your hair all brushed and like your clean jumper on, and like it was always a stress in the morning because Mum's like, "You're having your photograph taken, don't mess with that, don't put your..." Like, as soon as you got smartly dressed, the first thing you do as a young kid is like mess it up, isn't it? So your mum would be like, "No, make sure you keep those shoes shiny before you get your photo taken." Yeah. That's weird. Anyway, so I had my photo taken there. There's a doggy. Let's go. This is the aim today. We're in combat. We're boofing up our HP. Our HP. And what we want to do is we want to beef up our XP. That's what we want to do. Beef up our XP. So we're gonna go wading in. And if we get damaged, we're gonna heal ourselves up before the next one. There we go. 4 XP, you see. This is what we need to be doing. Because I felt that we were a little bit underpowered last night. Engaging the runaway dog. I'm going to bash it. They bite me though, man. They get these bites in, don't they? Man. Why do I say man? They bite me. Tamed it. There is still this crackling, isn't there? This interference. I wonder if there is some way. Right, it's stopped now, hasn't it? Yeah, hasn't it? It stopped when I went down here. I bet it starts now when I'm back up here and I have to spend the whole game under the table. Hey, can you hear that? It stopped, hasn't it? I fixed it. Okay, nobody move. Right, nobody move. That's okay. That's just... I could put something on here just to make it stay where it is. Okay, that'll work. My level is now 4. Offence went up by 3. Defence went up by 2. So this is the way forward. We've got to be improving our stats, haven't we? I don't just shake my head like a mad person, like a loop. It's to get the headphone to rest back on my ear quickly. Once I knock it on the side like that. This is what I do. I just push it like half on, half off, and then it's what I used to do when I was DJing. I suppose it probably looked like a bit of a loop when I was DJing. Is like you do that because you want to hear the combination of the sound you can hear in the open ear, and then when you're mixing, sometimes you just want to flack. You don't need your hands to do that, so I used to do it like that. That's if you see me shaking my head like a loop. Right, yeah. So we want to be upping our XP, don't we? And our... Oh, look, we gained a new power. Yeah, we definitely want to be doing this. This is the way to go. What am I doing? I'm going to go... Oh, I'm not going to town by accident. I won. What happened there? I gained 1 XP. Do you think that was a glitch? Now listen, I don't play this game like loads and loads. I'm not a speedrunner. But did I just discover some sort of glitch? By turning away and then turning back right at the last minute? I wonder. I've never seen anything like that. Yeah. Hi, how you doing? Hi, Big K. We're getting physical today. Like I said, we've got the new green room. Ta-da! Okay, look, I won again without doing anything. I did that on the controller, just like back, forth, back, forth. Look at that one green button. Lovely, lovely. And yeah, we're getting physical with these animals in the game because we're going to gain our XP and level up and not being buffed around and running away anymore. We're trying to get tough. That's the aim. And we've got a bit of a buzzing sound from the sound of the game. But when I lean down to mess with the wires, can you hear that? That buzzy. We've got that going on. And when I lean down to fix it, it goes away. Do something on there, down here. It comes back. So no, we've got that going on. That's an issue. But otherwise, things are really good. Right, we've got this new green room, and I explained about that a bit at the start of the video, the new green setup, so I'm pleased by that. And I've got a little story as well. Let's get through this vegan fight, because we're taming these animals to make them have a better life, because they're mind controlled by the bad force of the Gigas, aren't they? So we're doing vegan battles, yeah. And at this point, I'm going to open my menu and heal myself. Physician, heal thyself. That's the map. Got psychic. That, yeah. Maxed out. You see, that's lovely. Yeah, just a quick side note. Just to be capital K. I sent a nice message to the person that was trolling me. I replied to them with like love and kindness, but also held my ground a little bit and said that, you know, I still kind of stuck to my guns and my opinions, my principles, but it's all these years later, and you really, you know, if you're feeling angry, is there something we can do to help? You know, maybe you could join us on stream, maybe we could, you know, get through this, maybe I should apologise for something, whatever. And they, after my nice message, they sent a nice message in return and basically said that they'd thought about it and changed their opinions a bit. And yeah, and I remember saying to you on stream that the one thing, maybe we just need to reach that one person, you know, maybe that's the one thing that was bugging me, is that these people still feel this negativity in the world, and you know, and all that stuff I was going on about. Well, I reached that one person, I got what I wanted. So yeah, that was just like, that was good. And so I'm happy to draw a line under that there. I'm just telling you because we talked about it. And that was good, wasn't it? Yeah, I reached that person. So success, happy days. And to celebrate, we've got a green, this actually is a green light for stream. If I turn off the camera effect, you'll be able to see that my face and the other things in the room actually do have. But then if I turn it back on, we've got a green light. We actually do have a green light, you see. And if I turn on this, then boom, all you can see is green. And that's where we're at. The continued journey of the stream. Now, this guy had something to show me. I'm pretty sure he had something to show me, I was told. So popping in here. Whoa, look at your house. My dude. Your bed is wrecked. And there's holes in the floor. My dude. I'm doing this because I trust you. That sounds ominous. What's he about to do to me? First, let's go to the basement. I don't like this. I can tell by the look on your face, you don't want to hang out, do you? Now listen, kids. Aside from what this game might suggest, if you're off in the woods and there's a treasure hunter who wants you to take you to his basement under his cabin. Yeah, no, my face and hands, they aren't actually this devoid of colour, but... And everything else in the room, though, as well. What it does is the camera effect... Sorry, I'm getting a bit distracted. I've got to say it because I'm excited and enjoy it. The camera effect does it for all the different colours, so you could do it for yellow, and that's what I look with, just the yellow tone. But it's not so cool, is it? That's just the blue in the room. There's so much less blue, it just looks black and white. and that's the green. But because I want a green effect for stream, I want this green light, this green effect. I've gone for knocking out everything except for the green. Then you turn it off, and if I turn off this light, that's the real loop. That's what we're rocking with. That's with the light on. And this is Ganjikidd's look. And I don't want to go down to the basement. That's alright. After all, we're not even related. I know you think I'm a big liar, but maybe I'll surprise you. I mean, I don't know, man. This is a computer game, and I'm going to have to go down to the... They're not going to... What's the worst that could happen, eh? It's not going to break Twitch TOS, is it? He's chuffed off over there. What's this? Can I have a... pick this up? No problem. I want to pick up the shovel, please. No, I can't. Okay. He's chuffed off over here. This is getting mysterious. Stop chuffing off. Or is he just leading me down a dark path? It's not dark. He's just Where's he leading me? I found proof of a great treasure. A huge haul. Yeah. I'll show you. He's going to show me his huge haul. But I'm the only one. This could get ugly. Oh my days! Buddy! You're sleeping on a broken bed and you've got a golden statue that glows strangely. And he trusts me. I'm going to talk to it. Can it... The statue, man. I'll talk to the statue. I'll talk to him. It's a sign of what lies below. I just need a little time. My destiny is to find and dig up the buried treasure. I'll eat garlic and work out to help strengthen myself. Go home now. You're getting in the way of my work. You may start to get greedy thoughts. To be honest, yeah. I've already thought about, why don't we just sell this golden statue and solve our life problems instead of me running around on my own with a little bag and a cracked bat. But, yeah. So we know he's got a golden statue, and we know he's digging. That has some impact on our game, I'm sure. Have I ever gone down a dark path in life? Yes. I've got a cool story about this, one of my favourites. The time I got mugged. I mean, it's happened a number of times that I've had to follow somebody that I didn't really know down some dark alley for certain reasons, yeah. Once I got mugged. There's certain aspects of this story that I can't talk about on Twitch because of the terms of service, but essentially I was in a club and someone pretended to be my friend, and then oh no, this was a different story. I'm getting confused because I'm bashing a dog, right? So once I was walking home and somebody basically came up to me in the street and said, do you want to buy something? And I said, no, I don't want to buy this thing. And they said, no, go on, buy this thing. And I was like, look, I really don't want to, but if you're going to leave me alone, I'll just give you the money that you think the thing costs. I'll give you the $20 and I don't have to, no, did I say that? No, I didn't. I was like, see, I'm getting these confused because I'm bashing a dog. I said, okay, I'll buy the thing. All right, fine. You leave me alone. Here's the $20. I'll buy the thing. And then they were like, no, I'm not going to give you the thing. Just give me the $20. And I was like, oh, hang on, this has gone wrong. Like, essentially, I got mugged by this guy in the street on my walk home because, like, it was going to be a sort of transaction and it turned into a mugging, right? That happened once. I didn't even know the guy. He just came up to me. He was like, do you want to buy this? $20. And I was like, no, leave me alone. And he was like, go on, please buy this. And I was like, all right then. And when I got the $20 out, he was like, right, give me the $20. That happened. Another time at a club, this guy was like, come into the toilets, I'll give you this. And I was like, yeah, okay, like, here's my $20. And like, and then they disappeared and went off, and I was like, this guy's my friend, you wait with him. And like, he was like, I don't even know him. And like, I was following this guy, and eventually he went out into this, like, outside into this side alley, and he was like, come here. And I was like, you know what, this is, you can have the $20, and I'm just going to leave it, and we won't have a round of drinks that you promised me, and you can just, you can keep the $20. So, yeah, that sort of thing used to happen occasionally. What other dark things have happened like that? I once went to meet, this was a good one as well. I once went to meet my cousin. My cousin lives in Birmingham, and there are some areas of Birmingham that aren't as that he just shouldn't go down. Like, they're a bit more gangified. No gang culture on Twitch, but they are in this certain area. And we'd gone there to meet my cousin, but my cousin lived in a slightly different area, but I was driving through. And so I stopped to get a sandwich and some stuff from a little shop, you know, like just a can of pop or whatever. So me and my friend stood outside the shop eating a sandwich and drinking a can of pop. And these like 3 lads who were seriously like gold teeth and all the stuff going on, like heavy, like 3 lads come up to us. One of them's got his like hood over his face like this. Like that. I'm getting distracted. I'm never going to finish EarthBound, but yeah, one of them had these hood over his face like that, and the other one had all the gold teeth. And they come up to us and they're like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "What? I'm just having a sandwich, mate." And he's like, "What are you doing here? This is our area." And he didn't speak like I do. He spoke in a much more colloquial and gritty sort of way, like, you know, "This is our area, and you shouldn't be here because this is our area, and you need to identify yourself because we control the area," is essentially the context of what he was telling me. So in response to that, I basically told him, "You can't control an area. Like, I've just come to a shop for a sandwich, and like there is no social means of control in this area. Thanks very much." And they didn't accept that as an explanation. They were like, "This isn't good enough." And one of them suggested that I was the police, me and my friend, that we could be the police. They didn't use that terminology, but they said something along that lines. And so I said to them, "I'm not the police." And I don't know if that was a good idea or a bad idea, because I think if I was the police, I would have had more, you know, they would have been a bit more scared of me. But as soon as I said that, you know, they started to be a lot more aggressive. And me and my friend were lucky. We got to there was another person, like a charity worker, who got you to sign up for, you know, "Can you sign this thing for a charity?" And she was like outside this shop as well, and she was I think, you know, I think she did live there and could identify herself. So she came over and said, "You're right, lads, can you sign this thing for the charity?" And it just gave us enough time for me and my friend to just run the fuck away and get in the car and just burn it away. And we had to burn it away because as soon as they noticed us going to get in the car, they ran after us. So that was really hairy, that one. Yeah, and all I was doing was getting a sandwich in the wrong area, like, but it really was the wrong area. It was the same area that someone got shot in a couple of weeks later. So, like, I just, yeah, that happened. I was young, and I used to do some, like, going out clubbing and all that sort of stuff, and you know, just a bit more blasé with it. Yeah, got in a few hairy situations like that, I suppose. But I've always got out of them as well. I've always been lucky to just seem to glide out of these situations without having my face panned in or getting stabbed or anything. So that's happened, yeah. Dark situations. I'm sure if we wanted to stay on that subject, we could think of a bajillion more. I'm just going to pop up to the meteorite again since I'm here. But I only came up here to talk to that man again and to try and beef up. I'm just going to check the meteorite. Caution, there are still lots of fires burning. Yeah, I thought there might be something useful there. There's not. It's not really like a Zelda game, is it, like this? It's not like collect these items and can you use them here and there, and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not. Oh, there's another dog, man. But it seems to be a lot more combat oriented. And I'm sure there'll be some objectives that we get to in a bit. Taking damage here. Doing decent damage though. No, look. Tame that dog. We won. More XP. Let's have more XP. Yeah, we like the XP. Snaky. If I just turn back immediately, will I get an instant victory? I won. I don't know if that's me gaming the system here or if I'm just luckily getting an instant victory. I'm going to believe in my mind that that's me and my wonderful control on the D-pad that's getting those instant victories, because it makes me feel happier. Could be though, couldn't it? Could be. Could have found a strat. We won. We won. See, it's not just me on my own, it's us. We've won together. There's the spiteful crow. Red. That one's red. Spiteful crow's opening attack pecked at my eyes. I don't like that. Are we going to survive another attack? Or should we heal up now? I think we bash. Let's bash. Big grin, spiteful crow. Dodged! This might not be a good idea. Is it going to dodge all my attacks? I've got assist hypnosis. Do you think that would work? To one enemy. Yeah, go on then. Oh. It didn't work. Right. In that case, we've got one more bash, and then if that doesn't work, we're off. Oh, well, yeah, okay, we can bash. We can beat this crow off. We're going to just recover now, just to be sure. It stole a hamburger! It stole! I got that hamburger out the bin in the previous episode, so we don't care. I don't want to eat meat, and I did find it in the bin. I've run out of PP. But this should be the end. Yeah, tame that crow. 3 XP. Inside the present was a cookie. So we lost a hamburger, gained a cookie. And you can cook cookies and they don't have to have animal products in them. So we'll eat them. Eating those cookies. There's another snaky up there as well. That's 3 XP, that is. I've got to go back into the town at some point, though, haven't I? 3 XP, come on. 3 XP. Yep. I'm talking to the snaky. He's gone. This one's gone as well. Alright, we're back down to town. There's a doggy! It's just like, this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to grind ourselves up into some sort of, like, buff version of ourselves. But, we also want to see some of the game as well, don't we? We want to see some stuff going on. That buzzy sound's going on again in here. See, it stopped now. It stopped, didn't it? As soon as I laid down here, it stopped. Oh, it started up again. What's doing it? It must be one of these wires here. That's better now, isn't it? Nice. Now that's better. I was going for the mouse and the keyboard then. We're playing on a Super Nintendo. 4 XP. As soon as I come back up here, the buzzing's going to start again. Oh, you can't hear the buzzing. Okay, that's good. That's good. Free XP from the snake, and the audience can't hear the buzzing. We're good. Because I don't have a proper monitor system. I've just got my headphones and that. Yeah. It might just be at my end, you know. It might just be from the headphones. We're heading back to town now. We know there's a big baddie at the giant step, and we know that we're going to need to get stronger to beat it. We know there's a gang of things in town, like a gang of sharks. There's another crow. Let's have it. And the gang of sharks, they beat us last time, so we're trying to get tough enough to smash up all these people in town. 21 damage. Come on, that's it. Yeah. We're getting better. They left me a present. There's another cookie. So we've got cookies for healing now because we've run out of PP. You need PP. When you need PP, you need PP. Dogger. I'm really loath to move my foot around down there in case I accidentally kick the little Super Nintendo and ruin everything. It's making a loud piercing howl. Oh, I just missed. It's loud attack. 17 damage. And this time I'm not getting bitten. For some reason. I'm just walking through these enemies now. 30-hour game. It's going to take us 60, isn't it? Right, we went in the library last time. We've seen that. We're trying to get buff. We're trying to attack every enemy we see. And we're trying to push on with the game. Who's this? Hiding in the bushes. I'm doing watch out duty for hideout. No, you're not. You're in the bushes doing some peeping. Can I take over? Does stream want me to stand here and watch out the hideout? No, you're busy. Yeah, you should understand. Where's the hideout then? If you're doing watch out, where's the hideout? Is it in there somewhere? Can I sneak? Look, there's a house in there, isn't there? Look. Maybe if I tell him I'll take over, and then I can sneak in there. Where's he gone? Oh, oh! He's up here. But I can't get past him. But you can sneak through there, look. We'll come back to that. Maybe I should accept the watch duty, but I don't want to... Is that an enemy? What is that? Is that like a mole with a spear or a shovel? I'm not your enemy. Simply the average run-of-the-mill mole. See? Would you like some hints on fighting enemies? Yeah, go on then. Listen carefully. Listen carefully! It's supposed to be like calm and chilled on my channel, aren't I? So if people come over from True Binaural and they're like chilled and they just want to have a nice chilled, relaxing playthrough of this game, they can listen to me yelling. My hint involves which way you are facing when a battle with an enemy occurs. If you allow enemies to approach you on your back or side, they may get a surprise opening attack. When they approach them this way, your TV screen, I mean the world in front of you will show a red swirl. Oh, we've seen that. On the other hand, if you approach an enemy from the back or side, you may get a surprise opening attack. In that case, the world in front of you shows green, and we like green. We're team green here. When we play Mario Kart, I play as Luigi or Yoshi. When I play Zelda and I'm in the water temple, I have real trouble because I'm not wearing that blue kit. Although I do love blue kit because I'm a Birmingham City fan as well. Anyway, look, we're talking colours. The point is try to fight so that you always have the advantage. Okay, yeah. I'll try that. More billboards, lots of information in this game. Giant step. North. Danger, don't enter. I mean, yeah, I don't think I should. I think I'm going to get bashed here because apparently there's some baddies that are protecting it. Are they baddies or are they just weirdly drawn face people? Let's have this dog. Oosh, oosh, oosh. Engage the runaway dog. Oosh. Just in one hit. OTK there. One turn kill. 4 XP. 4 XP. Don't enter. Just going to read the sign. If they attack me, then I'm in trouble. Let's check. Travelling Entertainers Shack. So these are travelling entertainers. Who are you talking? I'm talking to the travelling entertainers. It was locked by someone from City Hall. A punk named Frank may have trashed it. What a drag. We can't even change our clothes. Hotels are so expensive. I heard there's a big footprint on the hilltop. I haven't seen it myself. It's just a rumour. So I need to get in there, don't I? I need to go through there. And I reckon I need to go to the town hall to do so. So we've got a new objective, yeah. There's a spiteful crow. Oh, I let it go. Oh, it's going to peck my eyes. Oh, it tried to steal something. That was silly. No, it pecked at my eyes. Smash! This is where they got the idea for Super Smash Bros. We won. We win. 3 XP. Inside the present there's a cookie. I took it. Getting a lot of cookies. Might be useful just to check my cookie stash. Maybe heal up a little bit. Look at all those cookies. Look at all. Maybe I could sell them to somebody because I haven't got much dollar. Maybe I could use one. I wonder if I can give them to other people as well, so I might save a few. Give a few out. If I've got an abundance. That's the way I always feel. In life, generally, if you hang out with me, if I've got something, then I've got enough to share. You know, if I've got 1 can of Coke, then we can each have half. If I've got 2 cans, I'm not promoting Coca-Cola. They're a terrible company. If I've got 1 bottle of soy milk, then you can have half. And if I've got 2 bottles, then you can have 1. Like, you know, like if I've only got 1 cup, then you can only have half a cup. Like, but whatever I've got enough to share. That's the way. Yeah, it is weird that you perceive me to be a celebrity because nobody knows who I am. Only we know who I am. Yeah, no, I'm not really like a celebrity at all, no. Let's just pop in here. I'm trying to sell us the newspaper, go away. We don't read the paper and we don't want milk either. Okay, fair enough. They've just got a nice drawn house that you can't pop into. I need to see the town hall. I need to have some more fights. City hall's to the east, you know, where the sun rises. Thanks. Little noser. This is you from the library. I've seen you in the library earlier, mate. 1 bedroom little. Got your bed here. Got your sofa here. Eating, sitting and have your little dinner there. You can't cook anything because there's no kitchen. But, you know, if we keep doing this streaming and I maintain this charming personality, then we can't fail but to turn into something bigger than Code Miko. Can we? Because, like, where Code Miko has got, like, the latest high-tech animation software running on this, like, cool rig that, like, she's a really clever cat, the things she's created. You know, she's got all that going on, but we've got green lights and my face is in black and white, so, you know, each to their own, isn't it? Like, I just go in there. No. Hello, you've got 2 beds. Moved here from way, way, way next town. In the next town, there's Polar Star Preschool. The preschool is at Ganju's house. Ooh. Ganju uses magic. Now there's somebody we want to add to our team. You've been following me 7 minutes. Well, thanks. Thanks. I appreciate that. I really do. Like, hardcore. It's the way the internet can bring people together. There's a dangerous crow. I'm going to pull its beak off. And then blow gently down its neck. It pecked my eyes. I don't like getting my eyes pecked. I really don't like that. That sounds mean. 21 damage. You've got to give up now, Crow. Tame, yes. I'm starting to get a feel for how much damage these enemies can take. There is an interesting dynamic that I'm just going to talk about now with these RP. I'm going to stop playing the game to talk about. I'm not going to carry on playing and talk. I'm going to try and do the 2 at once. I'm going to try insta win. No, I can't see. I'm already reacting. Yeah, I'm not going to. It's not vegan. Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to pull its beak off. I'm going to just tame it and then pop its beak back on. Yeah, in these games, like these RPG games, you fight smaller enemies so you can get stronger, so you can take on bigger enemies, yeah? And then you get stronger, so the other enemies that are in the game have to get stronger, don't they? So then you have to get stronger to beat the enemies. And it occurs to me that if they just took out part of this loop, like if you just didn't have to get strong, if the enemies just were moderate all the way through, if we just end this, we could end it quite easily. Like in Diablo, you play Diablo and you get hyper strong, overpowered, and then the enemies you put up the level of difficulty and the enemies get more difficult. Well, instead of putting up the difficulty and getting hyper strong, why don't you just take it back a step and just don't rank up, don't get hyper strong and powerful, and then don't level up either, don't push up the difficulty, just stay cruising on easy. You wouldn't have to bother playing the game. If one of your friends becomes unconscious, you should visit them at the hospital. You should check with the nurse and she'll release them. It's a nice thing to remember. Okay, so this is like training town, isn't it? I don't have any friends at the moment. Rumour has it the shark's boss is hanging out near the giant step. Fair enough. Is this who I've got to bash? It's a doggy! Hello! Hello! I'm talking to the doggy, mate. Bow wow! Don't you think you've been needing a weapon? Do you know the drugstore sells things you can use? And you're about right, so I need to buy a weapon from the drugstore. I've got a cracked bat. There's all sorts of stuff going on now. I just want to give the doggy a cookie. Whom? No, can't give the doggy a cookie. Okay. Town hall was a destination, wasn't it, for something? I've forgotten already what it was. Police. The mayor's busting his butt with all the troubles in town, like the sharks and the meteorite. Yeah, well, I'd like to have a word with them about the sharks. They beat me up yesterday. Are you the guy who's trying to reform the sharks? Wow, you've got to be kidding. Scram. Ushered out by the police. You know, it's almost as if walking straight into the civic building, in the centre, the big main civic building, me just wandering straight in there without any care in the world, straight into the the room where the legislation happens. You know, it's almost as if doing that was naughty. Not making any political comment. But, you know, I tell you what, if in England, if the people marched on the Houses of Parliament and all stormed in, I'm not suggesting they do this. Yeah, I'm not suggesting it, am I? Because that would be naughty. But it would blow my mind to see that happening. It would blow my mind to see that happening. And I could only cross my fingers and hope that it would be the sort of left-wing, socially responsible, those seeking justice and equality and fairness and a higher standard of living for those at the lower end of the spectrum. I could only hope it would be those people. Because if it was the other end, then, well, they don't need to storm it. They've already got in control, haven't they? Anyway, look. Not being political. But we're going to talk to this lady. Look, I told you so. She didn't tell me nothing. There's another painting up there. Little note to edit that out. I'm going to try and get an image of all these paintings, and then we're going to make a video and look at them all. See if there's anything we can learn from them. Don't know what she told me. But... Checking the signs if you want a hint. There's a hint union. And now we're in here. And there's another person to talk to. They're in a foul mood. Why? Because the mayor doesn't like me. I think I'll just kick back for a while. It may take me a couple of hours to sign this paper. I'm not taking the information because I'm just singing and I'm Ganji. It's a school holiday today. Have you done your homework? You can F off. You were hiding in the bushes. Remember to brush your teeth before going to bed. Have you been... What? No, I want to hear what you said at the end there. Have you been wetting your bed? Right, this isn't appropriate. That's not the sort of thing that you'd normally ask somebody, is it? Have you been wetting the bed? Have you been hanging outside? This guy was outside the bushes. If you go back to the first video in this playthrough, this is the guy that was outside the bushes. He was outside my house, in the bushes. I woke up in the night. There was a funny noise. I went out. This guy was stood outside. He was like, the police were around the corner. He wasn't around the corner where the police could see him. He was hiding in the bushes, yeah? And when I went to speak to him, he was like, oh, I just can't get to town because the police closed off so I can't get to town. That's what he said. No, I ain't having that. I'm not having that. Now he's asking me about wetting my bed. That's not appropriate, mate. It's not appropriate. There's no button on here for that's inappropriate. Hit with cracked bat, call police. But, you know, I ain't interested in your room with you funny. What are you doing at the town hall anyway? Is that your job? Is that your job, is it, mate? In the town hall, sitting on a sofa? Oh, you're some sort of political liaison. We don't have any openings for part-time employees. I was here on a mission. I've forgotten what the mission is. I've forgotten why we had to come to the town hall. Did I tell you I saw the giant ant one time at Giant Step? Oh, you and your stories. I did ant mean to spoil it for you. Oh. Spoilers. Some suspicious-looking kids are hanging out in the woods north of the library. I wonder why. I wonder if they're members of the Sharks. To stop the spread of the gang, someone should shut down the gathering places. Ah. She calls it the fresh breeze. Okay, that seems interesting. Does that mean I'm to shut down the gathering, or is she just being a massive killjoy? Let's just talk to this fella. You work for City Hall. Somehow the mayor bugs him. Keep it between you and me. All right, we've gained nothing. Oh, the keys at City Hall, isn't it? The keys at City Hall for the old giant step. There's a lot of snakes and stray dogs. Is the mayor going to let them do whatever they want? You're here to protest. I tell you what, mate. Protesting can get things done. But if you want, you can come with me and we can go and bash up them snakes. You know, that's an option. But not to, you can't, no. Not to me. That is not a metaphor for political movements. We just happened to be in the town hall, so we talked politics for a minute. But I'm not suggesting that if you in your area have some sort of problem that you run around and bash it off. I'm going to just check up in this hat there. Oh, hello. Wonder what you're doing. Are you going to steal my 20 quid? If I talk to you, you're going to ask me if I want to buy anything, and then if I say I don't want to buy it, you're going to just take the money anyway. A girl named Ganjikidd lives in Tucson. It's been prophesied. Her mother runs a preschool. I can't remember the name of the school, but yeah. She uses magic. She's one of us. We're getting somewhere. We're learning things. The drugstore's to the east. East is the opposite way of west. Here's the drugstore. See if we could buy some sort of better weapon. The doggy I could hear. Doggy. Coming in. Hello, doggy. Come here. Come to your daddy. Come to... No, you're not coming to his daddy. He's staying there. Alright. You're having a chill down there. In the drugstore. We haven't got much money though, have we? Come in. What can I do for you today? Oh, you can sell things. What do I want to sell? Let's sell some cookies. $3. Ugh, it's not very much, is it? Yeah, go on. Shall I sell the map? There's not much to look at on the map, is there? Shall I sell the map? Nah, let's leave it. Yeah, I want to see what you sell. So, buy. Cracked bat is $18. A T-ball bat. That'd be good, wouldn't it? My thing's flashing. To say I don't have enough money, probably. A yo-yo. Cap. A cheap bracelet. You know, these are all decent ideas. But I can't afford any of them. Don't have enough money. Nope. Raffini the dog. I'm being possessed by the spirit of the game designer. Do you see the window showing HP and PP? Yeah, yeah. When you go to a store, this window, a shop in England, we call them shops. People have started calling them stores because they watch a lot of American television, but really in England they're shops. It's just that people seem to say the words they hear most often. But I think store was like, you know, in America when like they went out west and they had those like cowboy times. They had like the general store, and it literally did store things for the whole community. You know, like I think that's where that terminology came from. But in England, like we've had shops for so long, like long, like we didn't have that same concept because we didn't push out into the wilderness in the same way. So yeah, we have shops. You have stores. But in England now we also have stores because people just say what they hear on the telly, like I said. Right, this window will either flash, look normal, or become black. If you're allowed to equip an item and it's stronger, the window will flash, decent. If it's powerful, the window looks normal. If you can't equip it, the window's black. Okay. Now you're a dog. So we're learning things. It's just all about learning things, isn't it? The receiver. Do I want to use a phone? No. No, I don't. I can save it. Separate. Press reset. Talk to. Oh, you want money? Should you call your mom? She's probably got an ulcer. So now we have to call our mom. Oi. Everyone's doing fine. Tracy started working for Escargot Express. That's a joke, that is Escargot Express. Because escargot is the French for snail. And so slow snails are contradictory to the concept of being express. Here, I'll let you talk to her. And call me when you have some time. Don't you have any free time? Here's Tracy. Hello, this is Escargot Express. Is that you, Ganji, big bro? It's me, Tracy. I'm working part-time for Escargot Express. What can I do for you? Oh, I see. She stores my stuff. And now I can pick it up and store it and deliver it. Right, yeah. Got you. We don't have any of your stuff yet. Okay. What an amazing concept for such a early... You know, I say early, at the time the Super Nintendo was like the cutting edge, but still, like, what, you know, being able to store stuff and retrieve it and all that, that's cool, isn't it? I'm just going to check the map and see what we've got on our objectives. Hotels, food, hospitals, hints. I need to get strong enough to clear out this gang, so I think then after that they will give me access to that cabin. And there's another building up there that I haven't maybe been into. So I'm just going to head over there and see if we can find anything to fight on the way. Do-do-dee-doo. Do-do-dee-doo-doo-doo. Trample on the flowers to read the sign. The flowers in the garden are representative of those in your heart, and I'm having to tread on them just to read this. Treat them both nice. Snaky! Of course we won. We just insta-win those snakies. 1 easy XP. This is where I was... Whisper. What if someone overhears us? Right, whisper. Psst. When I get a powerful gaming PC, I'll be able to use my audio interface to run my microphones into the computer. At the moment I can't do that. The Mac, you run the audio interface into the Mac and it takes every single microphone and it puts them all on one big channel and it just hears it all at once and it's impossible. But I'm promised that on a powerful gaming PC we will not only be able to stream like this and play New World, but we will also be able to plug all my stuff in and hear it separately. So I'll be able to use the dummy head to do ASMR on the stream. I'll be able to record it. It'll be great. We'll switch this cheap microphone for my, like, really, I've got a really expensive ribbon microphone. It's a lovely piece of kit. It's a lovely piece of kit. Don't let this microphone hear you saying that, right? But this one's quite cheap. But one day, instead of buying a really expensive USB mic, I'll just buy a powerful computer that can take the audio interface and that lovely microphone, and then that'll be another step up. It won't just be green, we'll be green with better sound. But for now, the whispering has to be done through this, and it's a little bit of just a little bit something holding us back, isn't it? But we'll get there. Whispering on the old, like, this building. It's just whispering. And they're mean. Whispering and meanness. Not down with that. That's not been no success. So now I'm going to go try and find this little hideout again, see if I can find any other hideouts, or snakies, or XP. And I would like to kind of push on with the objectives in the game and get things moving, because now I'm committed, right? I am actually committed to this. Things are happening in Hearthstone at the moment. I'm not even playing it at the moment. But, you know, I'm committed to this. So I want to make sure we do it and finish it. And I knew I was picking something that was a bit of a, you know, had a bit of length in it. But if all we do is run around and get nothing done, then I'll never finish, will I? There's a lot of, to be fair, when you consider it as a piece of art, there's a lot of value in it, isn't there? Like, you buy a movie on DVD, or back then it would have been a VHS, and you watch it several times. This 40 hours, 50 hours of gameplay. You know, in the same way and style. It's up to you, however you want to do. Snuck past him this time. We're in. It is a hideout for the gang. Right, you. If the dream comes true, say hi to her for me. After all, I'm single. I'll give you my Mr. Baseball cap. I know you've wanted it for a long time. It's the best cap for someone really brave like you. Ganji got the Mr. Baseball cap. So these guys are alright, aren't they? This is alright. I'm going to equip that. Arms other. Mr. Baseball cap. Yeah, and it has actually changed the cap on my head. That's cool. Look at that. That's cool. It's red, but it's cool. And then, just there's one other chap I want to talk to. If I could just... You've grown since I last saw you. You're beginning to look like a man. You're so cool. I think I really like you. Well, you know what I mean. That's a bit weird again, isn't it? Now I'm trapped in the... Oh no. Hello. I thought something bad was going to happen then. See you later, capital K. Just in the message there, pop away. See you later, capital K. And this is weird because this woman wanted these people gone from this, but we're in and there's nothing bad. I've just got a baseball cap. They're a group of friends. They seem okay. So I'm happy with that. You're on lookout. You're an idiot. There's a crow. We're trying to get XP, so we'll take the crow. There's 2 crows. This might go bad. Bash up them crow. Mash up the place. I'm not doing accents. I'm just, you know, being an MC. Ganji attacks. The spiteful crow dodged. Stole a bread roll. It stole. They steal from me, these crows. There we go. There's a smash. And we didn't take too much damage, but we're losing items. But then they leave a present, don't they? So it's not too bad, is it? It's not too bad. And there's another one. It's green. We did that. That meant we got the surprise attack. Only one option, but it's good because we're right in there with that 23. Oh, it dodged. We could have taken it. We could have taken it. There we go. More XP. Are we going to level up anytime soon? I don't know. More cookies. More cookies. Who likes cookies? Do you think we're strong enough to go and take on one of these gang members that was in the town earlier? I mean, what else do we have to do? We have to clear out the gang. There might be an issue. I told my friend that joined us on stream the other day that I didn't want spoilers, but then I also, if I run out of, like, if I don't know what I'm doing and I just spend ages doing nothing, a Beatles song yesterday. That's correct. I'm impressed. Let's search the bin. Talk to the bin mate. Hamburger. Just garbage. No, can't have the garbage. Say something funny, I'll listen. Oh, I can't wait any longer. I'm going back to watching the news. It's funnier than you. It's weird, isn't it? So I need to get the key from the town hall to get through that building, a giant step. And the problems at the town hall are that there's this gang causing trouble. The police haven't been very helpful. It's up to me. I'm the tough one. There they are. Look, there's... Right, we're doing this again. We're having a fight with this one again. There's 2 of them now. That's not fair. Is it? That's not fair. I'm going to use hypnosis. No, I'm not. I haven't got enough PP. I'm just going to be bashing. We're going to get ourselves stomped, aren't we? We're going to get stomped. What? They've called in the mates. Do I run here? Am I just essentially going to get myself stomped? Is this like a boss fight that I can't yet approach? Should I heal? If I heal, they're going to attack me. I feel like we need to get one of them out of the way first, at least. They're hitting me. I'm done. I got the pogo punk out of there, but now I need to heal, but I don't have enough PSI. So I've got goods, or I could run away. Do you think if I run away, do you think I actually run away? I couldn't. Now I'm dead. This happened yesterday. This is what I wanted to avoid, but I didn't realise they would all attack me at once. I thought we could take them one by one. Oi. It's like Dark Souls, this is, isn't it? It's like Dark Souls. Souls-like. If anyone had known that EarthBound was a Dark Souls all the way back then, what would they have thought? It looks like you got your head panned in. That's how it looks to me. That wasn't my best singing. So now they've made me cross. So now I'm going to do an insult. I'm going to do an insult now. You ready? This one can go on the shorts. I was going to make a short out of this, actually. I thought this the other day. Maybe I should do a little sketch, but then that's not me. I'm not a TikTok sketcher. But I'm nicking the idea from another Newman and Baddiel, and their history guys. I'm sort of stealing the concept. But you know, at the end of the ketchup, you know when you get that watery bit in the ketchup bottle, and if you don't shake it, that water, you know, if you just tip the ketchup, that water comes out for, you know that, yeah, that water in the ketchup bottle, that if you don't shake it, that's your best drink, that is. That's your best drink. When people come round, you get the champagne glasses out and put the ketchup water in the champagne glasses and serve it. That's your party drink. No one's heard me saying anything mean on the internet, really. I do nice videos, I do true binaural and nice things, but no one's heard me saying something mean like that. But there you go now, it's a new thing. The history boys still, the history guys, they're not history boys, are they? The history something, the history men, their insult style. Here's me resurrecting it. That's your best drink, that is. That's your favourite. Right, now that I've got expressed the dissatisfaction of being beaten by the game again, like this is just like Dark Souls. Dark Souls, I got all the way to the end, and then I got onto this, you're supposed to go through this final bit and final chappy, and I thought, I won't do that now, I'll do all the DLC, because I've got all the DLC in the remastered version. I'll do all the DLC first, and then I'll finish the game. That's the way I'll do it. And then the DLC was so damn hard that I didn't finish all the DLC, and I just said, look, I can't keep doing this to myself. But one day I should complete Dark Souls, and I suppose I should do it on stream at some point. But you haven't seen the whole playthrough all the way, and I don't want to go through all that again. God, some of it was punishing, but there were a few funny moments, so maybe we'll revisit Dark Souls one day and I'll complete it. But now, right now, yes, I'm going to give this another shot. I'm just going to check how long we've been live for an hour. So we haven't nearly got through another hour of games. So let's go for another. Let's keep going. Let's push on. I'm returning after summoning all my courage and energy. I'm just going to check these wires because I think this buzzing stopped then. I think it's quite a good system we've got going. I'm home again. I wanted to check my stats at this stage. I wonder if I can do that. Status. Status! Level 4! Psychic points, I'm at 0. So getting beat up, I've got no psychic points left. And I can replenish them with certain foods, I think. But I can't remember which ones. And I think they were expensive. So I don't know what the strategy is now. XP 101. I think we have to grind XP until we can beat up the gang. Apologies, excuse me. Yeah, we have to grind out XP until we can beat up the gang, I guess. I mean, I'm running away from the crow. I don't want to run away from the crow. I want to beat up the crow. Picking on the poor, enraged animals. And I need to get a full whack of PP so I can take on the gang and use my psychic energy to heal myself during the fight. And hopefully, if I can gain another level before I take them on, maybe I'll get another skill or, you know, something like that. And is there anywhere else on them? I'm just going to hide in this bush while I check the map. No, it's not the map. Hiding in a bush up there. I can go up around to where the meteor is. So I've done that. There's baddies there. There's like dogs and snakes. Go down here. I can go into that first big building, which I can't remember what it is. The other one's the town hall. I've been there. I suppose I haven't checked the hospital and the hotel. I've been in the other houses. And that's the limit, isn't it? But if I go down to the hospital and the hotel, then these people start beating me up. So I suppose we'll check in the hotel and then we'll check in the hospital because it's available to us. And along the way, we'll try and beef up the XP with some random animal encounters. Random animal encounters, that sounds nice, doesn't it? Which way do I have to move? If moving that way, I'm out of the show. This is the way I need to move to be in the middle. That's better, isn't it? Now I'm in the middle of the picture. There's a butterfly, that'll heal you up. And it will do your PP, won't it? That's the thing that will do my PP. So let's get in a few more encounters and then let's come back for a butterfly before we go in for the main bashing session. And we're going to have a look for the hotel. Do 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 do. Nice, isn't it? Nice and drab in the hotel. But really nice music. Imagine being the sound designer for this game and they're like, look, we think every single environment should have its own soundtrack. So the hotel interior, could you write us something for that, please? And coming up with this, your tour de force. I mean, it's possible the sound designer had a bit of a library of songs that they were composing in their free time before they approached this project. They were composing from limited. I remember the SNES. I'm gonna have to find out the information about the SNES. Am I? No, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. I should be authoritative in that I should talk about things and know the facts, but. These early stages, I think it's okay if I don't bother to get it up on YouTube, on Google, so on Ecosia, so I can tell you the straight facts. But I remember that the SNES had a special Sony chip that allowed more expression of sound. I remember that when the SNES came out, it was an impressive element of it. One of the reasons I've always been a gamer. I mean, I was a gamer since before the Nintendo. I remember when I was really little. Actually, no, the NES came out probably just around the time I was born, probably. But again, facts I'd have to check, and we can do when we're supposed to be having these sort of conversations, not when we're supposed to be playing EarthBound. But I just wanted to say that, you know, I remember the first arcade machines as they were tables, and I was a little kid and I was in this hotel memories. I was in this hotel and they had a games room with like a pool table and darts and things like that, and they had this table and it was glass, right? It was glass, it was black, and it was low, and it had little joysticks, and it wasn't on. There was no computer screen apparent. It just was this weirdest item in this room, and I was like really drawn to this, really interested in it, and I think somebody from the hotel switched it on, like, and it came to life. It like had this screen. The system was, if you can believe this, if you can understand the concept, I could get a picture. I'm gonna maybe another time we'll do another video about the origins of gaming. You know, we'll talk about that. But the glass tabletop. The glass tabletop. Should we do a big face? No, we want this music. The glass tabletop had a screen underneath it, and you looked down through the tinted glass, and you could see the screen. And when it wasn't on, you couldn't see anything because there was just darkness, no illumination. But when the light came on, you suddenly could see this screen. And then, so obviously, then it made sense. You had joysticks and a game, and it just blew my mind. I think the game was it was line drawn. I think it was something like Asteroid. You know, it was like Atari level, like really just line drawn. I think Pong was one of the options. I think maybe it had options. I think it was either a Pong table or an Asteroid table. And since then I saw others, and my memory becomes confused because I was only a little child. But yeah, this first this first encounter with a video game, and I saw these other bigger arcade machines later on in life as I grew. Double Dragon was one of my favourites. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know, chuffing my money into these arcade machines. And then the Nintendo, I was about 8 years old, I think, when I first got my NES, maybe a bit younger. We played NES a lot, and then SNES came out, and I was on that like the day. I was like, please get me a SNES, please. And like obviously I had to wait till Christmas, like most kids. And I was lucky, I got one. N64. I've always been into Nintendo. I've always been, even though the early machines, the early computers that the game console, arcade cabinets weren't Nintendo. My first machine was a Nintendo. No, it wasn't. It was an sorry, I'm getting this wrong. My first machine was an Atari, and then before that, I had, I think it was a Spectrum. Or maybe I had the Spectrum and then the Atari. Yeah, I had these really early systems when I was young, and they were hard to understand. Certainly the Spectrum, you know, I think I wasn't capable of coding or anything. These are other stories for other times. But anyway, yeah, I've always been into Nintendo. I've always loved Nintendo. I've always had Nintendo's always been a part of my life, and other than the GameCube and the Wii, which I didn't buy myself because the other people that I lived with bought those consoles, so I didn't own them myself, but I said they were in my house and I still played them. Yeah, I've always been Nintendo. And yeah, this little place just reminded me of that early arcade machine. I've forgotten what the point I was making was. The sound design. Yeah, the Nintendo had this special chip so you could do this extra sound design. That's what it all came back to. So the SNES had the chip. So maybe this sound designer had been designing, you know, music tracks, and they said, look, we need hotel interior, and they were like, I've got just the thing. But I love this music. It's been really nice to talk over it. It's been nice to have this little interlude to talk about a little bit of gaming history, and it's reminded me that I really should do that as a full, proper episode on our stream. Shall I use the phone? They're free, aren't they, if they're black? Let's call Dad. Whoa! Should have been calling Dad all along. Look, $150. X to get the next level. Well, XP to get the next level. Ganjikidd 4. Anyway, what do you need from me? Record or nothing really. All done. Oh, so save point. Yeah, okay. Let's continue. Ganji, continue to work hard like your mother, but I don't think it's good for you to work too hard. And it's nice the designers are encouraging people to take breaks in this. There's an ATM in here, so I can get more money out of the ATM, apparently. Let's use the ATM card. Welcome to the ATM. I've got $881 in the ATM. I might as well just carry it all around, yeah? Or can the crows take it? I've only got $6 here in my hand. This might be a mistake, but I'm just going to take it all. No one's robbed me yet, so we'll see. We'll see. I might get robbed, you never know. Do you want to talk to the bellhop? Our nightly rate's not cheap, but we've got clean sheets, the rooms are secure, and you restore your PP, probably, or something. Welcome hotel on it. You want to get on it, it's going to cost you $35. No thanks. See you next time. I will just check the rooms though. Talk to the guests. The guests. Can you believe it? A group of ruffians spit their gum at me as I was passing by. That is disgusting. You look like you'd be a real target for the sharks. I am. They come after me. You better be careful. I've had trouble. But I'm just popping in your hotel room. These are nicer than the houses. And you get that music in your room all the time. Just in a man's hotel room while he stands out in the corridor. There's nothing dodgy. I'm leaving now. Just got my money out. Because that's what your hotels are for. So we've been in the hotel, it didn't advance the game any further. Maybe the sharks will steal my money if they beat me up. Maybe I shouldn't be carrying it around. I just want to visit the hospital without getting beaten up. It won't be useful because I haven't got any friends yet. Oh, is there another hideout here? Okay, yeah, we'll go there. New place to have a look at. Where's this fella always around? Yeah, I don't like him. Even if you're poor, come and see how easy it is to own a luxurious second home. Beak Point Real Estate. Is that what you are? Doesn't this house look good? You can buy it for only $75. I mean, that's actually quite cheap in the context of life, but then it is a shed. It's got an ocean view and the sunsets are beautiful. Folks should have a place of their own. Do you want to buy it? No, I can't afford it. Yeah, it was a waste of time talking to me. And also, like, if I could afford it, I don't know about that, whether I want to buy it. Ownership of property is like forced on us, but it's not ideal, is it? If we all lived on a desert, imagine we all shipwrecked on a desert island, and I said, right, I'm going to divide up the properties, and we're all going to have our own. You can't come on my bit, and I'm not going on your bit, and like, you'd be like, no, wait, we've all just got to share this island. Okay, so let's work it out. I've got the tree. I own the tree. You've got to pay me for coconuts. No, mate. Like, we're all just going to say no to that, and we're all just going to eat your coconut. No, no, it's my tree. I own it. It's my property. And then after I'm gone and I'm swept into the sea, and years pass, like, it's not my tree, is it? It's not my island. It's just still there. I'm gone. Like, it was there before me. It'll be there long after me. Like, if an animal like a bird wants to fly into that tree and land there, I can't say to it, you can't come here, this is my property. Like, it's shared by everything. Like, we share everything. That's that nature. It's like implicit in the laws of nature that we share these things. We share the air, we share the water, we share the land. Like, we share it. And okay, for a time, certain people can occupy it, and that can mean that maybe I can't share it quite as directly as I want to, but it doesn't mean that we should divide it up, own it, and like, that's it. Job done. Like, now we know who owns it. At least it can always be owned. That shouldn't be how that works. And certainly public spaces. I know that we have residences and we want to have privacy in our residencies, so understandable. But public spaces especially, like, should be maintained. I'm talking not just like parks and plazas. I'm talking Greenland, and not Greenland the country, but land, like forests and things. These should be maintained and kept for us to share as natural. We shouldn't be building across everything as much as we can at every opportunity. because that prevents other people from sharing in that beauty and ecosystem later on. So maybe we shouldn't, just be so blasé with the way we approach property. But hey, who am I to say? I'm just a stupid YouTube streamer that streams on Twitch, not YouTube. And I haven't worked it all out. I haven't got an excellent system. It's not like if you just all gave up your property rights tomorrow, it'd all just work. No, that's not the case. No, I haven't fixed it. But I can identify the problem. Because that problem of ownership, like I said, if you're on that desert island, it doesn't work. That ownership, it just doesn't work. And that problem ripples out and makes other problems. So now that we've identified the problem, maybe someone else can help fix it. The problem is that property ownership in the long run is neither logistically responsible or sensible, and that further generations suffer further from this property ownership because they're born into a world where things have already been drawn out in terms of who owns what and how much money they've got, and because of this previous generation's property ownership. And a lot of the time that's based on piracy or robbing things off people or drawing arbitrary borders because you've got the weapons. I don't know if it all in the long run should play out that what happened in the early part of our shaping of the world as mankind should be the way we stick to it forever. Maybe not. Oh yeah, it's the battery exhausted guy. I'm doing one of my rants. And I'm going to talk to this person because we are playing a game here. We are playing a game. I'm the happiest man in the world. I can practice my trumpet in this scenic spot. I'll send my haunting melody throughout the town. That's nice. I've come out to just have a look at the sea. I love the sound of the sea, don't you? I love the sound of the sea. If you put a shell up to your ear, then you can, look, put the end of my trumpet up to your ear. Trumpets, man. I appreciate all the musical instruments. We're never going to finish this game. It's going to take more than 60 hours because I keep stopping and talking. But I really appreciate the musical instruments, all of them. Obviously, I've a love for music and a love for the instruments that create it and the interesting things that have happened to create those instruments. Yeah, but some of the brass, tuba is one of my favourite instruments of all time. The tuba, boom, 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 right? But some of the brass, like the trumpet, and the violin can share this quality too sometimes. It could be in the strings as well. But sometimes they're not always the most suited to the mood, if the mood is calm and relaxed. And a trumpet can be played in a quiet and gentle way, I imagine, but some instruments just, they fit certain times and places better. Trumpet's one of those, and I don't want to hear it when I'm out by the sea, as much as I love the trumpet. Maybe in context, maybe if we had a sea burial and someone stood the last post with a bugle, I'm not going to complain about that. But generally, trumpet playing at the sea, not my big favourite. And also bagpipes, bagpipes. I used to work as a hairdresser and I ran my own salon, and it was in the centre of a busy tourist town. And what would happen in the summers is people would busk in the tourist town, and there was a space near where I ran my salon where they would sometimes go. And I didn't mind that. It meant I could turn off the radio and listen to the people playing their guitars. Lovely. But sometimes that person would be a guy with the bagpipes, and it meant that my clients who were having their hair colour done had to sit for 2 hours listening to and man, I used to have to go out there and just be like, look, how much are you going to make for the next 2 hours? How much do you make? 20, 30, I'll give you 40 quid just to go away to the next spot and busk over there. You've made that money now for the next 2 hours. Please just take this money and just go. That was what I had to resort to. I didn't always offer money. Sometimes I just told them to go. The bagpipes. Send that haunting melody. You send that haunting melody, jazz baby. Da 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 da. Don't know what purpose that served. Can I jump over to there? Nope. So far in this game, I'm at the early stages, and it's lovely to have you here at If Streamer. I've got to be careful reading people's names out loud just in case they're rude. Yeah, and at the moment I'm in a situation where I don't really know what my aim and objective is. I know that I'm trying to get to the giant step and that there's baddies up there that I've got to take on, but it's blocked off and the keys are in the town hall and no one in the town hall has been forthcoming with the keys. I get beaten up when I try and take on the gang, and I imagine that's my objective, is to beat up the gang, and then everyone's going to be like, whoa, you beat up the gang, here's the keys. But I need to do, in order to do that, I need to get stronger or have more stuff. I can't afford stuff because stuff in the drugstore is like ridiculously expensive. I've not been in the burger shop because I don't eat burgers, I'm vegan. I eat vegan burgers, but I don't want to buy them from a company that slaughters millions and millions of cattle. So it's not really my scene in here. You don't get more food value out of $14 worth. Don't you think you get more food value out of $14 worth of burgers than $8 worth of French fries? You'll feel better and more energetic if you eat better foods. You know, you'll recover more health if you eat more expensive food. Lovely. We are talking about games as art in the context of art on this channel. It's an important part of it. And in art, you have the opportunity to impart a message. And sometimes people think carefully about that message. And in video games, sometimes people didn't think so carefully about it. But you know, in truth, there is an aspect of food poverty where people that don't have as much money don't buy as nutritious food, or maybe they don't cook as nutritious food because they're struggling to work more hours and do things like that, and maybe the less nutritious food is cheaper in the supermarkets in ways. But I always personally think, because I grow my own vegetables at my allotment in the summers and through to autumn, we've usually got like a freezer's worth of frozen courgettes. Like, I always think that there's the opportunity to grow cheap, inexpensive, nutritious food. There is an opportunity to do that. It's not for everyone, not everyone enjoys doing it, but it doesn't have to be expensive, and you can do it in like simple tubs. You know, if you don't have a lot of space, you don't have to do a lot of maintenance to it. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money. And yeah, there is an interesting aspect of, does it cost a lot to feed someone? And like, people are going hungry in our country. People are going hungry in your country. Trust me, I don't know where you live, but they are, right? And it's possible, I think it's possible, that it doesn't have to be that the cheapest food that's most readily available is the unhealthy fast food option. The only reason that's the option that's most readily available is it's the one that makes the most money for the companies that provide it, and they're able to dominate the landscape. But you know, with a more socially just, conscientious attitude, we could possibly provide really cheap, really well produced, nutritious, you know, like home cooking, and the ingredients for that en masse, like in big quantities. And it baffles me, right, when I think about the world. I thought the whole point of what we're doing in this world is trying to make things better, right? I think if you look at like this Star Trek, right? Imagine Star Trek. Right, that's the future, isn't it? Elon Musk and his rockets and the electric cars. We're aiming there. We're going that way. Star Trek. We want to have like these cool technologies and these excellent, you know, easy to utilize energies and all this stuff. But we don't have to pay through the nose for it. I thought the point was that through technology and through progress, that we were able to make things cheaper and easily available. I thought that was the point of mass production, is to make products cheaper and more readily available. And we have done, you know, obviously we have done as a culture, but it seems like we've got into this weird system where you always have to earn a bit more money to buy the next thing, and you always have to earn a bit more money to afford the next month's rent, and you always have to earn a bit more money to just do these things, yeah? And like, it feels like, shouldn't we be aiming towards a world where you don't have to earn as much money, because these things are cheap and easily available, and we can all take the benefit, instead of like small amounts of people getting really, really rich? Wouldn't it be better if we all just got richer as a group, and, you know, instead of us all having to struggle to find cheap, nutritious food. Like, because some people, the way I think of this is like, if some people are doing that, if there's like out there now, if there's 20 people out there looking for cheap food because they're struggling, then I am as well. I'm in their club, I'm in their gang, because we're all in it together. That's the way I look at this, yeah? So it's important to me that those at the low end are helped, because I don't feel that we as a team are satisfied unless all our members of our team are satisfied, yeah? And it feels like we should be doing that. It feels like, 3D printing means that I shouldn't have to buy things. I shouldn't have to go and buy a pen. You can just 3D print that baby. Print it nice and cheap. Let's all just get them cheap. Let's all just have that stuff for virtually nothing. And let's get on with pushing the world forward in positive ways. Right. But instead, we have to try and make as much money for smaller and smaller groups in strange ways, more and more strange ways. If you look back in time, when they thought about the future, they thought we'd be in flying cars, like, they thought we'd be doing X, Y, Z, but they didn't think that we'd be paying through the stinking nose for it, I think the aim of society was to make things better for people in general. I thought the aim of society was to make life easier for the people within it. If we're a team, we're supposed to get together. If we land on that desert island, if the plane crashes and you and me, and we just land, oh God, on that desert island, we're a team. We're going to pull. I'll get some coconuts. You can have half. You get some water. I'll have a drink. We'll get together and we'll do the best for everyone. And then as a team, we can all get there and we can all share in all the, if as a group we go fishing. I don't go fishing, I'm vegan. But you know what I mean? If we gather resources together, then we can all share in it, can't we? It would seem mad that I would have to then pay you for the coconuts and you'd pay me for the water, and eventually, we'd put a line down the middle of the island and you can't cross it. Like, that sounds stupid to me. It sounds stupid. It sounds stupid. It sounds like a waste of resources and a waste of money. And all the money that goes into policing that, all the money that goes into the border force and the war and the, making sure that you've got yours and I've got mine and you can't touch mine and I can't touch yours. Like, that's a waste as well, isn't it? Fire it off to the moon. Fire all the money off to Mars. Fire all the money off to Mars in a big rocket. Don't feed the Africans. Don't cure the disease. Like, don't look at Burma and the struggles of the people that have been politically displaced. Just fire the money off to fucking Mars. That's the best we can do. They'll judge us on that, generations to come. But not you. You're in a generation that can make a difference. I feel tired and jaded. Right, so anyway, more expensive food is better in this game. That's the message we've learned. And I don't want you to feel like that. I don't want you to think that the more expensive shops and the more expensive restaurants are by rote better, because it's subjective. And I feel that my home cooked food that I grew in the ground from seeds that I took from last year's crop, I think that's better. That's the top end for me. I'm a good cook as well. Seems like I'm always here. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, you and your big smiley scary face. I don't feel comfortable with you, but yeah, this girl looks nice. I'm so much more relaxed here. They never ask me, would you like fries with that shake? That's sexual harassment she's referring to. The shake in question, I believe, is the shake of the ass. And people go, oh, would you like fries with that shake, baby? This is a 90s game. The buzzing stopped, hasn't it? We used to have a buzzing with this wire down here, but it seems to have stopped. Sweet. And I've gone on a right round there. This stream, man, I'm supposed to be... I've moved my legs and I've knocked the wire and the buzzing started again. I was saying that this stream, I'm supposed to be playing this game through. I'm committed to playing this game through. Committed to it, we're completing it. But I also want to do lots of other stuff on stream. And I'm going to have to only play this game some of the time, because it's going to take us so long to get through it. Because I just can't. I'll edit it for YouTube. I'll edit this for Battery Exhausted, and you'll just get the game. But you'll miss out all those nuggets of beautiful conversation that we can have together. And we'll see where this goes. And oh God, I got run over then. Days, my days. 2% battery as well. The camera's going to cut out in 2%. Magic butterfly. Still not strong enough to take on those lads in town. I mean, that's all it's about, isn't it, really? It's about taking on the lads in town. I want to speak to that chuffer. It's got a robot. What's that? What, you want to meet our boss, Frank? He's in the backyard of the game arcade, thinking about peace and love. So these gangs out in the hills, and they're nice. I'm a part of them. They're thinking about peace and love and Frank. And down there in the front, I can't get in the game arcade. The sharks are out there. You might want to visit him. Yeah, but those sharks are coming. Oh, no, no, no. No. I'm about to get... Right, I did manage to take Pogo Punk last time. 6 HP. H with an A. H. We'll bash. We'll just go for bash. We'll just run it. They missed. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Not having to heal up yet. We're just bashing. We tamed the Pogo Punk. Selector. 15 XP. They left a present. A hamburger. I took it. My level's 5. My vitality went up. My IQ went up. My maximum HP went up. My maximum PP, so I can now PP like a boss, went up by 3. Okay, I feel strong. Maybe if we can lure one more away, we can bash a couple. You know, we might be able to do this. Just gonna edge down. Just edge down. There's one more out there, dressed up like that, man, like a PVC gimp. Gimp being a character in Pulp Fiction, not a slur. There's 2 of them. And I know from experience now that if I just wade in there, the other one runs in as well, and you end up having, like, a combination fight problem. Do you think I can sneak in the game arcade, or do you think I should lure this one out? I'm going to try and aggro this one and lure him out. Come on. Oosh. Faster than a speeding car. Come on then. Come on, you. Shall I just go for it? I'm feeling strong. I've got 40 HP. And a hamburger. Maybe I should heal up now. I'm just going to cruise down here and just... Can I go in these houses? No, they've just got no front door, no back door. No. But I've snuck around the baddies. I've got 53, look, 53 HP and 3 psychic points. Not enough psychic points to make a difference. I'm going to go in for this. I can't be a wussy. Move closer to... Oh, the other one's back, look. The other one's back. So that's problematic. I should never have walked off screen. Pogo Popper's over there now. Right, come on. You don't want Frank to beat you up, do you? I can talk to this one. I want to just... It's the Pogo Punk again. Come on, you guys. Can't we all just get along? 14. That's heavy. 15. I don't like this. I've got to win now. Win. Thanks. I won. Now I do need to heal up. I left a present and a hamburger. I don't want to eat hamburgers. I only want to be vegan. I'm going to get in that game arcade. No one's having me. I'm in. Right, I'm in. There's more of them. Trouble. Right, we're healing up. They're not having my money. We're healing up. What have we got? Hamburgers and cookies. Do they have vegan burgers in the game, or am I going to have to start eating hamburgers? I need the cookies. Eat the cookies. Do you like me green? Do you like me green, huh? Eating that cookie. I eat them cookies. Okay, we're going to take on this boss. This He's not a boss, is it? It's just a little chuffer. Oosh! You beat up my buddy. Well, they're not. I mean, I kind of want to explain that I didn't... Not another pogo punk. I didn't intend to beat up your buddy, but your buddy attacked me, and I was forced to defend myself by attacking them. We won, but our HP is being pushed down. H with an A. A-I-C-H-H-P. I've got a hamburger. I'm going to have to eat a hamburger. This is really bad because I'm vegan. But the game is forcing my hand here. Ugh. Max my HP. This is the way forward, isn't it? You eat a hamburger, you kill a baddie. You eat a hamburger, you kill a baddie. I'll kick your butt. I'm here to kick your butt. It's weird the way some of them aggro onto you and some don't, isn't it? No problem here. Fair enough. Can I play the machines? No. Hey kid, do you want to become a member? No, I don't. I want to kick all of your asses. Don't be such a snob. Right, yeah, let's have a fight over it. Yes Man Junior. Got a hula hoop. My options really are... On Psychic, I haven't got any options. Hypnosis is no good against one enemy, is it? So I just have to bash my way away. I've got a cracked bat as well. 6 HP. Come on, my bash. Where's my bashes? 15. Okay, we're sharing out the bashes here. Okay, that got lucky. That was good. One more. They laugh hysterically and we attack, but we miss. And we attack and we do the damage. And come on. Yes, that's us through. So we started. I told you this stream. Let's get physical. We're not messing around now. We're bashing these enemies. And every time they leave us a present, we should eat it and recover the health. Bag of fries is good because it's vegan. Sweet. Okay, boss, let's talk to you. I'm Frank. You are? Can't really say your name. My name's Ganji. Oh, I didn't think we'd fight. I thought we could talk this out. I didn't realise Frank was going to attack me with knives. Come on then, Frank. 28 damage. This is bad. 7. If I run away, I get killed in most circumstances. I can only afford to get hit another 2 times. So I should eat my food now or next. Oh, Frank, 26 on your knife. I mean, if I eat, do I get to eat before he kills me, or does he just kill me? 2 hamburgers. Oh, he hit me first. So we learned something. Frank is a hard mother. Is the name of the series. Mother is the name of the series. I'll return, you know, summon some courage and return. But we're approaching the 2-hour mark on stream. So, hey, another chatter. Nice to have you here. And again, I'm going to be really carefully reading these names because at some point someone's going to put a name up and it's going to be something rude and I'm going to read it out loud. But I'm just going to say Wester. I'm just going to use the one bit that I can definitely say without accidentally saying something rude. We're at the hotel. Did it load up my save? Is that what happened? Why am I at the hotel? More money, Dad. Dad just keeps popping the money in the bank. XP to the next level is 73, so we still need to beef up. Let's record. And the same message. I like the hotel. I like the theme music of the hotel. I like the background music. I like the fact that it's actually one of the more reasonably drawn. Like the contrasting patterns and angles that feature in this game are less aggressive in this scene. You've still got the two pillars. Is there a way for me to indicate? I can walk up to them. See this pillar here? And this one over here. Yeah? If I stand in the middle there. Oh. Got into the room. That's got weird perspective in that room as well, if I'll show you. Yeah. If I stand in the middle of them though, you can see they've both got perspective that disappears off. How am I pointing this camera like that? Yeah? It like disappears off the perspective. But on the floor, the way the floor comes like that, the angle on the one side is different from the angle on the other. Slightly to the cock. And then the floor is isometric grid, isn't it? Is it 30 degrees and vertical? Just on an angle? I might be wrong on that. But it looks like it to me. And they're juxtaposed. Those perspectives don't fit together. I was saying this in the last video and the one before. But I was, oh, they're cheeky. In this area, there was a bit more uniformity. It felt a little less off. And I think this is deliberately done in the game, these juxtapositions of these things, to create unease in the mind of the viewer. I mean, look at that archway on this door. See how the perspective kind of goes all weird on the top. The pattern in the middle is, yeah. And I was going to say this is more balanced, but it's not, is it? When you look into it, there's quite a lot of imbalance in these things. And on that pattern, on that far wall, just above the plant, there's inconsistency, and above the door where it says ATM, just above that, there's inconsistency in the pixelated pattern. And you cannot believe these people did that by accident. You know, that's not a mistake, is it? They haven't just left some inconsistent patterning in the art. They've deliberately just sort of slightly messed things up a little bit, I think. Just so nothing's quite right. I work in a hotel. I stand inside the door. I won't have helped you with your bags because you came in already. That's on you. I just do my dance. I just do my dance. I'm employed to greet you. I just do my dance. That's how we're living. So I don't know what the situation is now. Have I just been dumped back at the hotel because I recorded, or did I lose my progress up to that point? I'm not sure. I do feel that beating up the gang members one by one and gaining XP is probably the way to go until I've got a big enough stash of health that I can take down the boss. And it seems like, I mean, it looks all pointed towards that. There's a pizza place that I can pop into. They're not even open. Now I'm out in the... Look at how many gang members there are. Look at how many gang members... I'm stood out at the pizza. I ain't taking... If this was my town, right... Things are a little bit different these days. This is the 90s, remember? I mean, I'm not some big toughie, but I wouldn't be able to say to myself, I'm not going to go there because of these people. I wouldn't, there's a part of my brain that would say, you have to go there because of these people. Like, you know, there's a part of me that they're just like stubbornness, wants to stick up for what's right. And I wouldn't start the fight. Absolutely not. I wouldn't start a fight. But I would want to, you know, have my rights respected. Let's just put it like that. But in this situation, I don't think this is going to happen. I think I'm about to get my head handed to me again. Chuffers! Another one's come in. The other one hasn't joined in though, it's just me one-on-one, so we can take this skate punk, can't we? We only have one option, which is the bash, until we get other options. They called for help. Oh, now the other... now the other one's involved. Can I choose who to fight? No, I just have to keep back. Wait, I don't have to keep bashing. I can now attempt my hypnosis. I've got no PP. We're bashing. And we're hoping that we get an opportunity to... Oh no, 47, we'll be able to take 34. going to bash one more time. Should we bash again, or should we heal up now? That's the strategy, isn't it? That's the edge of this game. That's what balances it. Is do you hit them and then get right down to the bottom of your healing and then heal all the way up, or do you heal up all the way, take one shot, and then finish the fight, and then be finished with not quite enough needing to heal again? I like to play the edge, you know. I suppose this is like gambling, isn't it? The mechanic is a bit like gambling. You're betting on whether you can survive or not. Now I think we have to eat horrific animal products. And now we should finish the fight. And hopefully we don't get damaged anymore. There we go. You see, that worked out quite nicely. That worked out nice. The only shame of it was we had to eat that hamburger and they didn't provide us with a vegetarian option. A vegetable burger. Oh, look at how many of them there are. Just come on then, one at a time. If they're going to come one-on-one, I'm happy with that. If you want to go one at a time. You know, and if I get knocked down and, you know, we stop and no one stamps on my head, yeah, we can do those sort of engagements. Gentlemen's sport of combat here. One-on-one. They're going to call their mate though, aren't they? If they call their mate, then I lose all respect instantly. That's the first thing that happens. Smash! You got popped! You got tamed. I got 13 XP. Things ain't so bad here. We're doing okay. One at a time, look. One at a time. We're just adding up the XP. Why does this other chuffer come down and jump in? That's just such bad form. Oh, he called for help but none came, yeah, because someone that's going to come and join in a fight, like a secondary. Who's the most dangerous here? I don't know if we want to share it out or if we want to take down one person first. Am I going to survive another round? I'm going to have to. Oh, they called another one. Oh, tamed one, getting bashed. Now it's time to heal up. But they ain't dropping so many hamburgers and stuff these days, so that was lucky 6 HP. HP with an A. That hula hoop's damaging, isn't it? So is the pogo stick, so we're just going to have to keep attacking and win. Come on. There's one tame. Now we're going to take some damage. If I eat a cookie, it's only 6 HP, isn't it? So it's not really worth it. Let's just bash and hope we win. Oh, we really need to win now. If I eat a cookie, it might not save me. I have to get lucky and win. That yes man soaked up the damage, didn't they? And we lost the battle. So that's us getting physical. Join me again tomorrow for another round of... We did get further forward. We did get further forward, didn't we? We did. We'll continue. And we'll save it. With the correct saving system. Back in the hotel. I wonder if if I'm not getting all that XP, if I'm just returning to the last save point every time. I wonder. If I just go here, I can reset this and we could save it. 4:05. Is that 4 hours I've played? I've only got up to there. All these other games as well. I ain't playing all of these other games. Not all of them. Maybe we've got enough time in our life to play a lot of games, but they keep making new ones, don't they? So I don't know what we'll get to. And I did play these when I was younger, some of them. But I'd never played EarthBound, so it's new to me. You be good, my little bookus. so I can cut the video there for you know. And the battery's going to run out on the camera, so if I suddenly disappear, you'll know why. We've managed to make it to 0%. And we are plugged in via USB, so maybe it'll just keep it running. I don't know. I don't know. I've run out of drink as well. I've got my cup of tea's run out. Of course, it's midnight. It's always midnight. But it's actually 9:45 in the UK. And I'm the only person playing EarthBound on Twitch. I don't think I am the only person. There might probably be one or two more, mightn't there? But I certainly didn't choose EarthBound because it was popular. Should we play some Hearthstone? Should we open up Hearthstone? Have a little look. Let's do Big Face. I'll turn this off. There we go, got the big face up, turned off the Super Nintendo. You can see a bit more of the room again now. And I was saying it earlier, I might as well just say it again. This is the room now, look. Lovely, got a room. We can put a thing in, can't we, like a, what do you call them, cabinet thing. You can have your art on the walls. If you've got any you want to send me to truebinaural@outlook.com, send me your artwork. Actually, if you email it to me, I won't be able to put it on the wall, will I? What am I even thinking? I'll have to print it. So make sure it's an A4 piece that I can print. Get it on the wall. And, or something along those lines. You know, we'll find a way of getting the art on the wall. Do you want my face back? Should I have my face back with the old... There you go. What I normally look like with the old... bit more skin tone colour to my face. Yeah, so we've got the room, and we can build on that, can't we? We've got the green light. That's a real green light. It's really green, and here we are. Stream has pushed forward another step. Mental Health Monday, every Monday at 8 PM GMT on this stream. We talk mental health. I edit it for True Binaural and ASMR. But if you notice in the background there, I've got a little dummy head, so I can start making ASMR content in the near future. That's going to be happening. Maybe not so much on stream all the time, because I find it's not the right, what's the word, format for ASMR live streaming. I don't think it's the right format for it. But certainly I'm able to use this space to help create some of the ideas that I've got in my head. And maybe we'll use the stream for some of those ideas as part of the production process. So maybe you might see something ASMR-ish happening here, but really this stream is about computer games, because we're on Twitch, aren't we? Computer games and art. It's really about art, this stream. It's about talking about games as if they were works of art, because they are works of art. It's about talking to the people who make them and their motivations, things like that. It's about understanding things in different contexts. It's about looking at the history of games, playing some of them, and looking at the art within the games. Like, I'm talking about pixel art, I'm talking about, you know, fantasy genre art, I'm talking about that, but I'm also talking about how playing a game makes you feel, you know, talking about art in the bigger context as well. I've got some special stuff to share on that context. I've got some interviews that I've recorded with some game developers as part of a film project that I produced, and we're going to be finding a way of getting that from my hard drive editing software onto the stream and sharing some of it with you and talking about it. We can play some of the games that those developers have played. You know, we've got a lot of stuff to do, and we're also going to be talking art history and trying to learn it sounds like a lot, but trying to learn everything that happened in the world of art from when man first started to where we are today, trying to cover that in the stream because I want to know it and so do you. So that's what we do on this stream. We play games, we talk about art. Veganism hasn't really come up a lot. I am a vegan, but I'm not going to use this stream as a propaganda machine for veganism. That was what my... Whoa, there we go. That's the end of my face. That's the end of my face. Camera run out of battery. Should we see about switching it? Stand up and switch the battery. So I was doing some talking. This may or may not result in complete shutdown. Total shutdown. Total elimination. It might just pop back on. It might just pop back into life. Might it? It might just pop back into life. I said. You might just pop back into life. On. Camera on. Connecting. Connecting. Ladies and gentlemen, now connecting. See? Told you. Oosh. Yeah, so I haven't made this stream into a propaganda machine for veganism, but because I am vegan, sometimes it will come up and we will talk about certain issues. But my battery exhausted channel was becoming a propaganda machine for veganism because, yeah, that was the content that I was just sort of interested in making at the time. And I've made some of it, so it exists. Some ideas are there now on the channel that can always be there. But I feel if we encounter veganism and talk about it naturally and organically, that's fine. But ongoing, I feel it's better that we just become more of a subtle, allow the veganism to become more subtle in the content. Still there, obviously, because it's still part of me. But I don't know if making a stream, like I said, a vegan propaganda stream, will be the best idea in the long run. So, certainly if any other streamer wants to talk veganism with me and ideas in the same way as some of the streamers do, I'm happy to do that. I heard Destiny. Should we talk about what Destiny said? Should we talk? Yeah, let's do that. I might be able to cut this into a little video. I don't know. Just off the top of my head. Destiny was talking to philosophy. Oh, I can't remember everyone's names. A philosophy fella. He's a good fella from Newcastle. Philosophy PhD. And they were talking about veganism and the concept of these animals like cats, predatory animals. Okay, Destiny was basically saying, like, if you go to someone's house, that's my tummy rumbling, so I might have to go and get some vegan food myself. If you go to somebody's house and they've got a cat, like, isn't that cat like a murderer? Doesn't it kill lots of other animals? And so shouldn't it be stopped, like, for the good of the animals? And I was surprised, but philosophy PhD sort of came to the conclusion, sort of said that, yeah, they should. In some ways, I don't think that really. I think animals have a right to live their natural lives, but I do understand that some animal species have been bred, by deliberate mechanism. It's not nature that produced certain animal species; it's humanity, and that maybe we should stop breeding them and producing these things. But in nature, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to go and kill all the lions because they kill other animals, because I love animals so much I want to stop them from being killed by killing animals. I don't think that's the logical step. My position as a vegan should be that I want to allow those animals to live natural lives, and so in removing myself from there, by not killing the lions, I'm allowing them to live their natural lives. Yes, it's natural that they then go and kill it. Nature is nature, yeah? And as a vegan, I'm not sure that I should become this is my personal ethics, my thinking on it, but I'm not sure that my aim is to become the dominator of nature to the point where I choose which animal species should and shouldn't live based on my morals. Like, nature has its own system. I'm not going to say morality, because obviously nature, like this psychological, this philosopher, this PhD student goes into all these clever morality words and definitions, and they're good. They help you to understand how you think, and I do ascribe to some of those ideas, and I can understand some of them, not all of them. I can't understand some. I'll be honest. I can't understand all of the mad, like, high concept thinking that goes on in these videos sometimes, and they say all this stuff really quickly, and you think, God, give me time to look it up. But I do understand some of them. You know, obviously, I'm not a complete donut, but I'm not sure how useful they are on the day-to-day understanding of the layperson who just feels bombarded with too much high-brow thinking. I remember the same PhD student spoke to a vegan YouTuber, and she herself said that she wasn't really understanding a lot of this stuff. It was going over her head. So I don't know how useful it is in certain contexts, but what I do know is, like, core principles that are on display that people can see, that are easy to get confused, like, should you kill a cat? As a vegan, no, you shouldn't kill a cat. Make that clear right now in the scheme of things. This is something else I want to point out as well. There's a priority. You know, there's a set of priorities. Some things are really big problems, and our friend, the philosophy PhD student, was saying, you know, that animal agriculture was like a really important problem at the moment, like, in terms of effect on the world. It was one of the biggest things that we can help to fix. So yeah, you know, I see that there are priorities, and I don't think that domestic cats should be considered a high priority. So whilst we can discuss it, and if we as a society became a lot more vegan, maybe at some point we'd get to a point where these domesticated cats were the only remnant of a non-vegan society, and was something that we felt we had to deal with. But until then, I would say, should you kill the cats for, you know, philosophically, ethically, and all these questions? Like, it's an interesting debate, but overall, no. Today's day and age, no, we shouldn't be going around killing cats. We shouldn't look at them as murderers and horrible things. They're beautiful animals. They happen to have been adapted from nature by humans, so they've got some warped characteristics from a natural sense. And there are a lot of animals like that. A lot of animals are like that, and it happens naturally as well. Like, you know, foxes become more urbanized, and it's not that we're breeding urban foxes, but, you know, this happens as well. Right? So it's complex, but it shouldn't be our priority. And in simple terms, to a non-vegan, I think it's probably healthy if you say something like, maybe in the long run we should look at the ethics of this thing you brought up. Because a lot of the time, the non-vegan argument, or the idea that comes from non-vegan, is something strange and pedantic that I don't think I have to encounter. I don't think I should have to murder my own pet in order to prove my veganism. But they seem to get hooked up on this. Oh yeah, but if you've got a cat, how can you be a vegan? If you think this, like, it's like this clever thought trap they've got you in. But it's not really, because you're just trying to live a good life and do your best, and to make sure that any animals you encounter live the best normal lives they can live, and that you do your best to not impact on other people's lives, on other animals' lives, that you don't buy into the economy of shame, you don't buy their dead corpses and eat them, and you don't, you know, it knocks on as well, in my opinion, to not buying so much fast fashion, he says, with his cool jumper. But, like, you know, I get my stuff from charity shops. I don't so much at the moment because they're all closed because of Corona. But if I can, I choose to go to charity shops. They're cheaper. They're second-hand clothes, yeah. But I'm not buying into the economy of shame by making a sweatshop person sew them. You know, I'm getting a second-hand item and the money's going to the charity. So, you know, there are options in the world. And being a vegan means you choose the option that creates the least amount of damage to the wider society. And if you haven't got an option that you feel comfortable with, you fight to create that option. It doesn't mean that you should be going around killing people's pets on a crusade against predators. Certainly not at this stage in the game. Certainly not at this stage in the game. And if you don't see that, you don't understand that, or if it's a concept that you find, makes me a hypocrite because I've got a pet. I've got a video about pets on my Battery Exhausted channel where I discuss it in greater detail. Probably not in the same detail as a psychology philosophical student, and probably not to the same depth of arbitrary debate position that's going to satisfy some people, but it certainly satisfies me, and it certainly satisfies the animals around me and the animals that I impact in my life. So I think a bit of sense is required when having these debates and looking at these things, and a bit of perspective. And being veganism itself is like that. It doesn't mean that one day you wake up and you say, oh, from today everything is thrown away that I used to do. All these things in my cupboard are going in the bin, and I'm never going to, if I accidentally drink a cup of tea with some milk in it, I'm going to throw it up. It doesn't mean all that. It just, you make a progressive, gentle progress. Today I'm going to start buying soya milk instead of cow milk, and then next week I might try that vegan burger. No, it's progression. And for some people, there is a light bulb moment where you say, hang on, I don't want to actually eat that anymore. And you just don't, you just choose not to. But it doesn't have to be like this, you don't get branded on part of your brain and it just suddenly, I'm changed. It's a process, isn't it? It's a process. And as a process, we're all engaged in the process. Those debates are valuable. But Destiny, please, don't suggest. And also, Psychology Man, whose name I sadly have neglected to remember. I don't think he told me his name in the broadcast that I watched. But if you ever see this video, if I ever get the opportunity to engage with these people on this platform, I'd just like to say that, please don't tell people to kill cats. They might get a funny idea about veganism. Consider I know that you're highbrow on the philosophy. I know you're highbrow, and I know that you're studying a PhD and that you're excited by these highbrow concepts. But understand the working daily life of the people that you are trying to educate, inform, convince. Understand their inability to talk on your level at some stage, and attempt to view things from their side, so you don't accidentally make them think vegans kill cats, for example. Because vegans kill cats is maybe not the best message, if in terms of a hypocritical standpoint and a debate. Maybe I don't know. My 2 cents. But yeah, I don't want to kill cats. I think maybe I'm not going to breed anymore. I'm not going to be responsible for the breeding of them myself, and I don't think we, as a society, should. Again, priorities. This goes for wider things. I don't know if, as a society, our priority should be the breeding of show cats. But, I wanted to say there's bigger fish to fry, but we don't fry fish, do we? You know what I mean? I think if we can make these big changes first, the big, more obvious ones that are changing, the substantial shifts and the culture shifts, that these other factors will eventually be addressed and change. Maybe organically, maybe maybe the market for cats will just dry up. Maybe all the rescue cats will get rescued, and eventually we can solve that problem before we solve the problem of not creating any more. I don't know. I just had a rant again. A ramble. Call it a ramble. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. But yeah, you can call it a comeback, because I wasn't here for years because of all that fucking nonsense. But we are back. We're green. We're back in the green, aren't we? The Ganjikidd. The Ganjikidd. With his hat. You be good, my little puckos. The schedule is all to cock. I will be coming on stream whenever I feel like it for the next few days, rather than sticking to that schedule. So you be good and you look out, little podcast. The Ganjikidd rides. The Ganjikidd rides.